Hey there, so last week I watched the biopic about Elvis by Baz Luhrmann. Amazing journey through Elvis Presley's life, arguably the greatest rock and roll performer of all time. What he went through, how he was so different, how he broke the mold of what people expected and just created a whole new way of doing music and performing. And it was really great to see his journey in leading, his ability to lead through all that complexity and biases and obstacles. And then, unfortunately, at the end of it, not being able to take care of his mental and emotional and physical health and being complicated by certain relationships that were close to him, and basically, fundamentally, not having that truthful transparency with himself first and foremost, and secondly, with the close people around him. And his wife, Priscilla Presley, she saw what was going on. She gave him probably the best advice of the movie was to step away from it all, go on a retreat, get rest, and then develop more capacity to handle the growth that he wanted to do internationally, because unfortunately, he never got to perform internationally. And because of all the pressure that he put himself under and his manager put him under to perform locally and make the whole business of being Elvis work, and the regiment and the shows, he wasn't able to really invest in developing himself and taking care of his inner capacity, his inner mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So he suffered. He made a mess of it in the end. And it was really unfortunate. But it's a really great insight and takeaway that I got from that I experienced myself. I also went through a burnout trying to qualify for a World Junior Championship as a young athlete, and just trained my heart out and was making the breakthroughs, but just made a mess of my health to the point where I was literally depressed, felt like I couldn't sleep for over 6 months properly, just had a lot of complications with my health. And so we want to kind of, as we progress and lead and make things happen and make different things happen, we want to be cognizant. We have to invest in developing our capacity. And leaders can have all the business skills, but they may not have the capacity to make great things happen. It may stretch them, and it may cause them to suffer certain things with their health and their well-being and their relationships. And so it's really important that every CEO has that truthful transparency with themselves first and foremost to say, hey, I've got the skills, but do I have the capacity? Have I developed enough capacity, enough awareness to handle any of the challenges, any of the frustrations, any opportunities that come up? And so this is very important to keep in mind, even what we're going through right now with the recession. It's a sign that, hey, we're skillful, we've got all this technology, but at the same time, we haven't developed enough capacity to have a good level of awareness to make better decisions to avert this sort of drop-off in economic progress happen. So keep this in mind. I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts about this. If you watched the movie Elvis, what did you think of it? What was your takeaway from it? I'd love to hear it. Thanks.